What's up? What's up?
What's up? How you guys doing? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, welcome to the afternoon feeding frenzy. You know, I got my fish out here, they're frenzying around, and then I'm going to feed them. So that's my feeding frenzy. You know, you have plans. Today I was supposed to be working on a deck. I got up this morning, had all my tools and stuff ready to go on the truck and everything else, and the lumber is going to be delivered today. We were going to dig the footings for the posts, and we're going to pour the cement on the bottom and then start framing it up tomorrow. And then my main sewer line ended up clogging up. And normally I'll go ahead and get a snake, and I'd normally get a snake and snake it out. But I decided, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with shit. I'm just tired of dealing with shit. So I called the plumber. They're going to come out and fix it. They said sometime between 10 and 6. Well, it's after 3. I guess it'll be 5:59 when they get here to take care of business. But you know what? Let's let them deal with this shit. So the Cowboys aren't practicing today. So we get a break from that. So that's cool. But understand, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing ever stops when it comes to Dallas Cowboys. You know I got plenty to talk about in the offseason. So we got that. So Mike McCarthy today was talking about a few things. And you're seeing actually growth with Mike McCarthy as well. You know, sometimes in life we're in a situation and, you know, it works out, it doesn't work out, but you take it as a learning experience. You take the things that you did well and you try to replicate them. The things that didn't work out as well, you try and do better with. You know, if you've been married the first time, the second time, hopefully you're not making the mistakes that were part of the problem with the first one. You learn what to do and what buttons not to push with the next wife. So that way, hopefully you can avoid some of that other drama. Mike McCarthy was talking about Kellen Moore, first thing, and Kellen Moore and calling plays. Now see, Mike McCarthy called plays in Green Bay for the most part, except the last couple of years I think he stopped doing it. But we all know that Aaron Rodgers and him didn't really get along because Mike McCarthy was with San Francisco and said that the best quarterback prospect out there was Alex Smith. Aaron Rodgers fell in the draft, and when Mike McCarthy was hired, kind of held that against him. And it was ugly between the two of them, which is one of the reasons why I say, when people say, oh, let's get Aaron Rodgers next year, it's like, no, that will never, ever happen. But this is what Mike McCarthy said about play calling and Kellen Moore. I think the most important thing coming from the head coach position is you have to do what's best for the football team. Personally, I know I'll miss it. I miss a lot of components of it already. But my sole responsibility is to make sure I can help Kellen be the best play caller possible. He's still young at it. He has a great mind. And I've been extremely impressed with him every step of the way. From building the installs, the way he delivers it in the meetings to the players, and his on-the-field coaching. So it's the best decision for the football team. There's so much more that I want to do and need to focus on as we build, as far as building the program the way I see it needs to be done. Underline that, highlight it, circle that. There's a lot of energy that goes through it, and it just doesn't want to be the short, and I don't want to be short on the offense. I felt like that at times in Green Bay. Hold the F up. See, this is first thing he realizes, I am the head coach. I am the head mother humper in charge. I am the fallback. I am the visionary of the team. And it's more important for me not to be doing every single task. My job is to put people in positions to succeed and take my vision and have them implement it. And see, sometimes if you're doing the game plan and the play calling and stuff like that, that means you're spending all that time on there. That means there's other components, the special teams, the defensive things that you are having to delegate to others, and you may not have the same focus on them. And understand this. Understand, and let me go back to this again. There is so much more that I want and need to focus on as far as building the program the way I see it needs to be done. Blows what we've been doing for the last 25 years because it's been how Jerry Jones builds the team. Jerry Jones builds the team, not Jason Garrett, not anybody else. This is new. This is where, I don't know why I'm getting all these spammy calls. Stop. This is totally different than what we've done over the last 25 years. This is Mike McCarthy building the team, or at least he believes he's the one making these decisions. I am excited about that because we have gone through from the time that Jerry Jones got pissed off about Jimmy Johnson getting the credit for the Dallas Cowboys winning the Super Bowl, and he decided, you got to go, and I can put any number of 500 people with the team that I built to win the Super Bowl, and he picked 501, and we won not because of Barry Switzer, but in spite of Barry Switzer. And it makes you wonder how many Super Bowls could we have won had we kept Jimmy Johnson. But in that time, we have gone through where Jerry Jones has been the visionary, the de facto coach on the field, the guy who's got 2 suites at the stadium, his one that he entertains about 150 people, and then his GM suite, which has a phone that goes down on the field. Mike McCarthy is saying, I'm the one in charge. I'm building it. I'm the one who's got the vision on what we're going to do. I hope that's the case. I do, because I'm happy to finally have just change. Just change from what we're doing. Because if you continue to run into a brick wall and bust your head wide open, thinking that the next time I run into it, I'll go through the wall, and you continue to bust your head open year after year after year, then that's the definition of insanity. Now, Mike McCarthy, having gone through the experience of Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, having won the Super Bowl, having success in NFL, realizes that you still must evolve and change. You still must figure out ways to get better and to improve. To take the things that I did right, replicate those. The things that maybe didn't work out as well, trying a different approach. And see, this is what I love about the Cowboys right now, is so many times we had, this is it. We had it, black and white. This is the only way we're going to do things, is like this. But you don't have the tools to do things that way, or those things were antiquated and not working. They have enough vision to say, let's think outside the box and come up with new ideas and concepts. Because the Dallas Cowboys, what made the Dallas Cowboys the dynasty that they were with Tom Landry, was the fact that they were innovators and came up with new stuff. They went to small black schools to find players that other teams didn't have or weren't taking advantage of. They decided, we're going to use analytics, and so they went to India and they got a guy who was nothing but analytics, and he came up with a system where they could go through and grade the players with. They ended up using the computers for probability to figure out what plays would be more successful. They innovated by doing the flex defense, where you end up having Randy White off the ball, taking a guy who was a linebacker and turning him to a defensive lineman and putting him in the Hall of Fame. You used the shotgun that nobody else was doing. You thought outside the box. You were innovators. You made changes. You tried things that were different. Tom Landry was a guy who was a military man and believed, this is the way the play's drawn up. This is the way we run it. And he got Tony Dorsett. Tony Dorsett would consistently run in a different hole than what was called. Tom Landry would be like, Tony, what are you doing going in the 5 hole? The play's called for the 3 hole. This is the way it's drawn up. Tony said, yeah, I understand that it was called for the 3-hole. But the 5-hole, there was daylight, and I'm going to run where I know I can go. Tom Landry, even though he was very rigid, was open to the concept of realizing that, hey, we have to use this. And he went with his offensive lineman and said, what I need you to do is hold up your blocks, because Tony is a different running back than what we've had before, and he's going to find the crease and hit it. And that's why you have a guy who ran 99 freaking yards against the Minnesota Vikings when they only had 10 players on the field. That, my friends, is adapting to the talent that you have on the field. And understanding that you can't do it all, but being open to change. And that's where Mike McCarthy is now. Understanding things that went wrong in Green Bay, let's not do those. Being open to the mind of trying new things and putting people in a position to succeed. You have to be ecstatic about that. Especially if he's actually being given the latitude to do that. I had more, but this is getting kind of long-winded. I'll come back with my other thing because I'm going to be stirring some shit up. That's right, I'm going to be stirring some shit up probably after they finish taking care of. Oh, that might have been them calling and saying they're coming. Oh, let me get off the phone. Shit. Yeah, that was the plumbers there. They're going to be here in 15 minutes to handle my shit. That's right, they're going to be here to handle my shit. In the meantime, these guys are hungry. So, what? Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. So, what? What's up, guys? So, what? How you doing?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey. Hey. What's up, big fella? What's up?
What's up?
There you go. Let me get you some food, fellas. Here you go. There we go. And finally, they're going to come take care of my shit. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.